Before the arrival of that day, there are signs that indicate its approach. It's unusual for some people to claim they didn't experience any signs before their death. In truth, everyone encounters signs before they die, though these signs vary in form. Some people experience immediate signs such as illness or profound spiritual sensations. Others may not notice any such signs, and death comes unexpectedly to them. The sign I want to emphasize here is the passage of time. As time progresses and you age, you're actually moving closer to the end of your life. Time itself is a significant sign, as is age. White hair is another visible sign. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, mentioned that everything has a cure except for two things: death and aging. There's no remedy for old age. The inevitable end of this world demonstrates Allah's decree that everything will perish, including the world itself. In the Quran, Allah states that everything on earth will perish, and only the presence of your Lord will remain. Allah mentions in several verses that both the world and the sky will perish. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, also warned that the world would eventually come to an end. When asked about the final hour, he responded by urging people to focus on what they have prepared for that moment, rather than the exact timing. The reason for their inquiries was the Prophet's teachings about the world's inevitable end. Allah describes that the earth, the world, and the sky will transform from the familiar into something entirely different, signifying a complete destruction and subsequent recreation. In response to those who doubt the end and resurrection, Allah uses the example of creation to illustrate resurrection. Just as He sends winds and clouds to revive dead, dry land into fruitful abundance, similarly, He will resurrect the dead. Allah assures that just as life is renewed on earth, the dead will be resurrected. There are numerous signs categorized into minor and major ones. The minor signs began with the death of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH. Allah states that the day of accountability has drawn near, yet people remain in a state of illusion, distracted and forgetful. They are preoccupied with trivial pursuits and games. Allah warns that when that day arrives, it may catch people off guard while they are engrossed in their distractions, unaware of its imminence. The end of the world will occur when most people are in a state of heedlessness, preoccupied with fantasies, illusions, and self-made ideas. Allah addresses such individuals in the Quran, recounting how the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, tried to warn and save them, but many wouldn't listen. Allah instructed the Prophet to let them continue their indulgences, entertainment, and delusions, for soon the reality would confront them unavoidably.